you have. We go over questions. What are something that will really spark something? So it's what is it that your demo is into? And it starts with me. What am I interested in? So I'll look at 10 questions, 10 items. It could be news. It could be the Reverend with Obama. To me that's interesting. How do you? It's like Tony La Russa with Mark McGuire. You can't separate the two. It's Obama with his preacher. You can't separate the two. And I like that aspect. But if I can give that to you in a different way, then that's what I at least try to do. Don't give somebody the obvious. Try to make it something they haven't thought of. Give them information, because they'll take your information and use it somewhere else in their conversation that day. And that's what I love to do. Because I want you to say, oh, I heard on Dan Patrick's show. Oh, you know what? He talked to Immelman and he asked him if he slept in the green jacket last night. I want to ask a question you want an answer to. And sometimes these guys don't want to come on, but if we have people on, I'll say to Curt Schilling, I want to have you on. Well, I don't want to talk about Canseco. Well, then I want to have you on. Like, I can't fool you and make it seem like the pink elephant in the room. I'm not going to acknowledge that. So the approach is every day it's different, but the blueprint is still there to say you still have to go through these steps to make it good. Information is big, reading an awful lot, and it never stops. I get text messages at all hours of the day and night from my staff of, what are you thinking? I'll fly to San Francisco today and I'll have text messages saying, what about Michael Thompson from the Lakers tomorrow? Do you want to have on a guy who says we should forget the Olympics, we shouldn't hold the Olympics anymore? So those things, Buzz Bissinger, who wrote Friday Night Lights, those are things that make it, okay, I want to make you think today. And hopefully I give you an answer to that thinking. So it's a long-winded way of saying I go in sort of with the same idea. It's just different every single day, which is what's great.
So do you wake up about 2 a.m. every morning?
No, well, I'm East Coast time, so I'm 9 to 12. And you're running this place? Yeah. We come up with a Dan Patrick watch. But yeah, I'm up at usually 7 o'clock, 6:30, 7 o'clock, and then we're on at 9 to 12 East Coast time. So it's in the course of the day. You're trying to follow events. Some markets, though, I'm on at noon in a market like this or in Phoenix, whereas some of the stories are already being covered. Michael Beasley from K-State is going to announce if he's going pro. I don't know that yet. I'm going to assume he is, but I would react to that story, but I can't because I don't know what that information is. You're hurt sometimes in when you're on, but when you're on live, there's nothing better than Arnold Palmer calling in today from Orlando. There's just nothing better than that, and it's a surprise. Immelman joining us in the final hour. There's just nothing better than that. Nothing better than live radio. And as when you're into it and somebody calls out of the blue and they're listening to you, that's what's great. So we've been able to do that, down through the years. Yeah.
Is there something that you love to cover more than other things? Like, is there that one sport that you love and then there's another one you're like, gosh, I can't stand talking about?
Just a great story.
And it doesn't matter if I got a great baseball story.
Whatever it is, I don't care what it is, as long as it's a great story, because you can tell a story.